Malthus goes on to say, if we don't control human reproduction voluntarily, life could end in misery, which earned him a reputation as a bit of a pessimist. But Malthus's principle remains true. The productive capacity of the earth has physical limits, and those limits will ultimately determine how many human beings it can support. If all humans consumed the same as the average Indian does today, the earth could sustain as many as 15 billion people. If we consumed as little as the average Rwandan, this would go up to 18 billion. But our planet can only sustain 2.5 billion people living as we do in Britain, and only 1.5 billion living in the lifestyle of those in the United States.
If we don't live in accordance with the natural resources, we can't live. You can't designate a population of 10 million without doing a study of the resources you have. If you exceed that, you're going to have starvation, malnutrition, territorial disputes. If you maintain a population in accordance with the carrying capacity of the earth,
an economic system that is so sane that the more successful it is in its own terms, the quicker it destroys the planet. It's the perfect environmental and human assassin. It insists every year that we take more from the earth even quicker, turn it into even more things, sell even more things, consume even more things, throw away even more things, to worship the real God of the modern world, economic growth.
We've got to stabilize the population. When I was born, there were
so what's wrong with the population? I mean,
with too many people. That's why we have global warming. We have global warming because too many people are using too much stuff.
Us all know half a dozen people at least who are no use in this world, who are more trouble than they are worth. Just put them there and say, sir or madam, now will you be kind enough to justify your existence? If you can't justify your existence, if you're not pulling your weight in the social vote, if you're not producing as much as you consume, or perhaps a little more, then clearly we cannot use the big organization of our society for the purpose of keeping you alive, because your life does not benefit us and it can't be of very much use to yourself.
Pro-life conservatives are obsessed with the fetus from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you. No nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start, no school lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're pre-born, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're fucked.
We just found another top professor of bioethics that they decide in the last 20 years they don't have Hippocratic oaths anymore in the West of doctors that do no harm. Now these bioethicists like Peter Singer and others say, no, just kill children, kill old people. The government should be able to decide. Drug law. There's a note written by me at about 7 a.m. this morning. Everything documented in this detailed article correlates with the ongoing eugenics operation of the scientific dictatorship already underway. Humanity is under chemical, biological, and psychological attack.
As I see it, humanity needs to reduce its impact on the Earth urgently. And there are 3 ways to achieve this. We can stop consuming so many resources, we can change our technology, and we can reduce the growth of our population. We probably need to do all 3.